it's a beautiful looking veal breast. So how do we start?
Well, just so you know, it's ribs and then the pockets cut in it. So Christine's
so
going to make the
pocket
filling.
right here.
Yep.
So
Here's
just
our
go
pocket.
to your butcher. You're not going to find this in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Go to a really good butcher and tell them exactly what you want and tell them you need a pocket, and they'll know exactly what to do.
And we've got about 8 ribs on this, 8 to 10? Okay,
So
good.
we do this for large parties normally. If we have 10 people, 12 people, that's the kind of thing that we would do.
If it's our house, 2 or 3 people, that's it.
And you said 2 of you could eat
I
this,
can eat
right?
that, no problem.
Well, let's see what goes into it. So we're going to make a stuffing.
Yes, we're going to start with some fresh ricotta.
Yes. Is this an old family recipe?
It is. It's
Our
actually...
grandmothers
made this, so you grew up with this?
Yep. And my mother actually stuffed chicken with this. It's fabulous inside chicken.
Yeah,
it was
roasted chicken.
Or turkey.
I'm thinking turkey. You could probably do turkey.
Yeah, we do our
with
turkey
this.
at Thanksgiving with this.
We do some white raisins.
Yes. Okay. That reminds
You don't want
me
to
a little bit
overdo
of
the raisins.
Sicily.
It gets a little watery.
Yeah, so you got a little sweet and sour going on
Do some
there.
pinoli nuts.
Now, you don't toast the pine nuts first?
No,
Okay.
we don't.
All right.
And it's very mild tasting, and I think the prosciutto gives it a little boldness
A
to
little
it.
saltiness.
Yeah.
So
Some
now what kind
Romano
of
cheese.
Cheese. Okay, so pecorino cheese.
Yeah, well, we come from, we use Pecorino Romano.
Right.
We only use Parmigiano cheese if we were dressing a salad or something, a topping.
Okay. Yes, the pecorino
Black
would be more,
pepper?
more what you would find in your culture.
Yes.
Yes.
In southern Italy. Okay, good. So
Salt.
salt. Not
we
too
need
much
eggs.
because you've got salt in the pecorino
Yes.
cheese, right?
Well, you have it in your prosciutto
And you have it in the
also.
prosciutto.
So a little about the eggs. We always break eggs individually in a dish and then add them in after we see it's okay. We never break them all in one bowl because if you have one bad egg, that means everything's ruined. Or if you go directly into it, you ruined everything that's in the bowl.
That's a good, very good tip.
So it's just something that we grew up doing.
So you're only going to add as many eggs as you need to bind this together.
Yeah, and I think we're going to start with 2, Christina.
Okay.
Or do you want 3?
No, try 2.
Okay, and then you can take it from there and see.
So how did you girls start cooking? This is an interesting story.
Well,
It's kind of embarrassing. We actually started 3 weeks before we opened our restaurant.
Courage. Pazienza
Just
and
do it. That's
forza.
all I can say. Yes.
we saw our mother cooking when we were a kid, but her pride and joy was her kitchen, and she actually would wait for people to say how great things are when they came to the table. So she didn't really involve us in the cooking, but we saw, and it was little things like we just said recently. We were telling some people we would fork the ravioli, or maybe do the pizzelle, just little things. And just before we opened, we had to tell our mother that we need recipes because we have line cooks, and there's no possible way for us to tell line cooks a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So,
and that was a fun process, let me tell you. That was, I don't have measurements.
Yeah.
It's everything touch, everything's feel,
and you
everything's
still
with
need
the
to learn
eye.
to touch and feel, but I think that comes with time.
So for 3 weeks, we did instant rewind. She would put flour on a board, we'd reverse it and put it in a measurement cup.
Now, how long is this going to take to cook?
It takes about, I'd say, 2.5 hours. And what I say to do is to let it set, at least for half an hour to an hour afterwards. It still stays warm, but it cuts beautifully.
Would you ever think of doing a different filling than this?
No.
Always this. Yeah, well,
I have to
there's
tell
an
you
honest
something.
answer.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what it is with us? Everything about food is a memory. So, yes,
the
we're willing to
tradition.
learn from other people and try other things, but I think that
But
for
you want
us,
to keep those traditions
Yeah, it's
alive.
What would you
tradition.
stuff it with if there was something else?
every recipe is different. You have to judge because these come in all different sizes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Last week
they're
we had
small.
2 that were probably double the size of that.
And then I did another one the week before, and I only used 1.5 pounds.
Well,
so.
this is the one I'm taking home, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So that would. I think your husband will love this.
Oh my
Family
God, I
dinner.
know he
Okay.
would.
If you go from the top and push in, yeah, it might be easier.
Yeah.
Not that I'm sure that you've done this hundreds of times.
Yeah, but this is
I'll leave it
really
hot
stuck
for you.
well. Yeah, we're going to explode here in a few moments.
So
So that goes over the top.
Yeah.
And we're using extra virgin olive
Yes.
oil for this. That's going to give it a nice brown.
yeah. And we're going to put this in the oven at 375, probably for about 2.5 hours, but we put it in without anything on it to start with.
Oh, no salt and pepper?
I mean, no tin foil.
Oh, okay.
So we put it in the oven just the way it is. It'll probably brown up a little. If we see the last half hour it starts to get a little too brown, we'll just cover it with tin foil.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's take this
The oven's on at 375, right?
Look at this
Yes,
thing.
375.
Good exercise.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
We're done.
She's a beauty.
This goes in a big oven.
375?
$3.75. This thing's heavy.
This is heavy.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
good for exercise.
Okay.
Okay, good.